Hey YouTube, Parson Rick here. It's the day before Memorial Day, and this is my third take at trying this video. Um, I have some thoughts on Memorial Day that I'd like to share. If that's not cool with you, feel free to turn me off. But if you're going to stick around, here goes. In um, in the 1960s, a journalist named Hunter S. Thompson hung around with the Hells Angels for a while to try to figure out the phenomenon of wild men. And to paraphrase his conclusion, for thousands of years, the dissatisfied and the oppressed have been moving. They were pushed out of Africa, across the Mediterranean, through Europe, to the Atlantic, across the Atlantic seeking freedom, and then got bumped all the way across to the Pacific Ocean. So his conclusion was that what we have is 100 generations of the restless sons of restless sons of restless sons who have hit the Pacific and are beginning to boil. They have nowhere left to go. Well, as the restless son of a restless son of a restless son of a restless son of a restless son, I believe he's right. So what is it the restless sons flee? Well, oppression, dominance, governance, lack of freedom, oppression, just oppression. When my first European ancestors arrived on the East Coast in the 1600s on the Mayflower, they were met by others of my ancestors who had come many, many years before, probably from an entirely different direction, seeking their freedom. As time went on, that which my family fled caught up with us. Oppression. See, the people that seek freedom, if we don't win, we move to where we can have freedom. But for some strange reason, those who seek to oppress and control and contain us will always follow us and try to control us, try to take what we have. It takes a bold soul to move to a new land, leave behind all of the known and all of the loved, to seek out this tenuous concept called freedom. And there are people who cannot abide your freedom, and they will follow you and take what you have, and you got to move. And that happened in Europe. It happened on the East Coast, and we get bumped and we get bumped and we get bumped, and eventually came up against the Pacific Ocean. And now there's no place, although those people have pursued us and taken what my ancestors carved by law or by brute force, they've taken it. You know, my family fought in the Revolutionary War for the sake of freedom. My family fought on both sides of the Civil War for what they believed their freedoms were, for what was important to them. Every conflict, my family came to Oregon in the 1840s, which on the world stage is no Johnny-come-latelys, really, but they came here seeking freedom, seeking lack of oppression, lack of regulation, and just to have a little air, a little space. And my family that was already here, my First Nations family, who knows why in the darkness of history, what motivated people to move, but I'm sure it was to get away from those who wanted to control and oppress, and to have freedom to live your life, and to rule your own destiny. And nothing got bad until the others come and want to take what you have. A true free person does not begrudge the freedom of another. They celebrate and encourage the freedom of another. Things that did make America great at one time are that commitment to freedom. Just unfortunately, people want to co-opt our freedom. So on Memorial Day, this Memorial Day, and we look around and we see our freedoms attacked. Even our freedom of speech and association and religion attacked, right and left, from within. The Memorial Day doesn't celebrate veterans who survived. It supports and celebrates those who have lost their lives for freedom, for our freedom. It's an American holiday that celebrates American freedom. And every man, woman, and child that lost their life establishing this country, establishing our way of life, establishing our freedoms, defending our freedoms, fighting for our freedoms, dying for our freedoms, those are the people we should celebrate tomorrow. Today, I'll go with my mother and my brother, who is not a veteran. I'm a veteran, of course, to put flowers on graves of family who've gone before us, on the grave of my father, who's a veteran, and my other brother, who's not a veteran, and my two grandparents, my two grandfathers, one of whom is a veteran, one of whom is not a veteran. But each one, veteran under arms or not, loved freedom, loved the American ideal, the American dream of being able to be who you can be because of you and because of what you can do. It's amazing how jealous the world is of freedom. So, won't be having a barbecue, won't be having a beer. I'll be thinking a lot about freedom this Memorial Day and what I'm willing to do about it. God bless. Parson Rick out.